Up everyone, happy Wednesday. So I finally got my thing set up so that I can make videos while I'm driving without having to hold the camera. And so my husband set that up this morning. Thanks, babe. So I was talking to a couple of coaches on my team this morning, and I've always been someone who truly believed that everything you go through is meant to help somebody else. And I've always been this person who loves to inspire and motivate people. And so a lot of times we show up in the world. Now for me, this specifically applies to coaching, right? Because I'm sharing my story with all of you guys, and I had to learn how to be transparent and vulnerable without taking hits, right, to my insecurity about sharing these things. And that's what happens whenever people are afraid to share their story. They are insecure about their story, okay? And I don't say that to make anybody mad or anything like that, but that's something that I had to realize. And so specifically for me, when I show up for people and I'm sharing my story, I'm sharing truth, I'm sharing how I was and what I've been through and all the struggles and everything like that, I've had to really assess whether I'm sharing my message for replies or I'm sharing my message because I believe that's what God has purposed me to do. That's one of my purposes, right? I'm a very good inspirational person. I'm a very good motivator. I'm not the best. I'm not perfect. But that's just something that I do. That's something that comes natural to me. It's natural to me to make videos. It's natural for me to talk about my experiences and what I've been through in hopes that, you know, somebody else makes doesn't make wrong choices, makes different choices is what I was trying to say, in hopes that somebody else makes different choices, or in hopes that somebody realizes that they're not alone in the season that they are in, okay? And so it's natural for me to do that. But where the problem happens is a lot of us, we are showing up to life, we're sharing our messages and our stories with people in the form of friendships and pictures and, you know, just talking to different people, right? We're showing up to life with a message that we're sharing to others, but are we sharing that message because we're looking for others' response, or because it's something that we have to do? That was a mind shift that I had to make, because you can get sucked in to the approval of other people, right? If nobody's responding, if nobody's commenting, you know, not just on social media, but that is, you know, that is the main thing. But if nobody's commenting or liking it, or there's no conversation back and forth, there's no comments, you automatically think that there's something wrong with the message that you are sending, okay? Because you're looking for replies and you're not sharing the message because you have to. You're sharing it because you want somebody to say something about it. And when you share from a place of, I don't care who's commenting, I don't care if 50 million people see this or one person sees this, I don't care if nobody comments, if nobody likes, if nobody shares, I don't care, because this is what I have to do. I have to. And I've been that person who stops sharing when I don't get responses. Personal face-to-face conversations, just, you know, I've been that person who, oh, there must be something wrong with me. I'm being too vulnerable. I'm being too transparent. So therefore, let me pull back. Let me not share it, right? I've been that person. And there's power that comes when you share your story no matter what. I don't care. I'm showing up as me, you know, helping people with the goal of helping people regardless of whether or not anybody comments, regardless of whether or not anybody likes it, because I don't really care. I'm not doing it for you then, right? If you don't connect with it, I'm not doing it for you. And so I think that in general, when you show up to your job, when you show up to life, when you show up in your relationships with other people, and in whatever you do, you are representing your story in a way that does not need a response. Your story is your story. No matter what other people say, no matter what type of response you get or what type of response you don't get, okay? That is your story, and you have to become secure in that. And when you actually open up without worrying what other people say, that's when people will start commenting, because they'll see your security in that. They'll see your security. They'll see that you're not wanting them to comment, nor do you care if they comment, and they'll be like, dang, this girl's the real deal, right? And so I just wanted to share that with you guys today. And I want to challenge you to think about whether you are sharing your story from a place of wanting a response, or sharing your story because you know that it's your story and that you have to share it. It's kind of like that quote that says, are you listening to respond, or are you listening to understand? And it's the same way. Are you sharing your story because you want somebody to respond? Are you trying to share your story and manipulate other people into responding to you? Or are you sharing that story because you have to, because it's inside of you, and you have to put it into words. You have to share that in the form of whatever that looks like for you guys. So happy Wednesday. It's hump day. I'm at work. I got 8 minutes and then I gotta go inside. So I love you guys. Bye.